If rainbows make you happy, then today you're in for a treat. Hi there, it's Teresa from Lost in Paper, and I'm here at Hutson today sharing two fun rainbow cards, and they're both focusing on this set here, which is called Better Days Ahead, which has some beautiful sentiments in it as well, but I'm not going to be using those today. I thought these rainbows would be great to pair with some cute image stamps. So I've got the Small the Merrier, the Peekaboo Pals Camp Wanna stamp, and also a couple of dies and a great sentiment set and die set to share with you. So we better get started, we've got lots to do. Now I'm working on my mini station here, and what I want to do is actually create a window on my card. So this is a piece of cardstock, it's some 80-pound Nina, and I'm using some post-it note paper here to actually create a white border around my card so that I can blend the center. I'm using my ink blending tools and the It's a Boy ink from Catherine Pooler, and I want this to be a really light background because I am going to be stamping my rainbow on it, and I want it to be seen and still be nice and bright. Now, you could die cut a rectangle out of some, just even copy paper, or if you've got some masking paper, that would work perfectly as well. But I was able to use my grid lines here on the Make Art station to make sure that my border was even all the way around. Wasn't hard to do. I did actually blend out a second panel for my second card because this time I do want to create a frame for my card, and I'm just using two rectangle dies here to cut that out. Now it's time for my rainbow. I've got some beautiful bright colours here from Catherine Pooler. It's the Party Dress, Tiki Torch, Aquatini, Fiesta Blue, and the Morning Mist. I thought I'd use that dark grey. And want to see it again? Alright, I've stamped out my images just on some of the 80-pound Nina cardstock, and I'm going to do some really simple Copic colouring today. I will have all of the colours that I've used listed at the blog. I'll also have all of the products that I've used listed there, and you can find the link in the description below. I decided to keep these cards really cute because I'm feeling like we need a little bit of rainbow cuteness in the world, and it makes me smile, and that's a good thing. I'm hoping that when I send these cards out, they will also bring a smile to someone's face. Now these two sets of images that I'm using today are actually a collaboration. That this first one here with the owl, that was a collaboration with Lawn Fawn and Alan Hutson, and the rabbit that I'm going to be colouring is another collaboration set which was with Avery Al, and I love that Alan Hutson does these collaboration sets. These ones come with the coordinating die, so that makes life really easy. But this balloon here is actually from the Backyard Party set, and I was just going to show you here because it's a difficult one to die cut. What I've done is I've die cut the balloon on a separate piece of cardstock. I can just line it up over top of the balloon and hold the cardstock in place with a piece of tape, and then I can just pop the die within the template and adhere it down and then run it through my die cutting machine, and that will cut the die perfectly. Now I'm going to work on my sentiments. I've got the Nice of You set. Now this has a lot of sentiments in this set. It's one big stamp, and I want to do some white heat embossing on some black cardstock. So I've got my Versamark ink and stamping it in my Misty because, like I said, it's a big stamp. I can re-stamp if I need to, but I find the Versamark's pretty good. Now I'm using some embossing powder here. I really need to fill my tub. I do have more embossing powder in my drawer. I just haven't walked over to my drawer and got it out yet. But I will, I promise, very, very soon. It just seems to last forever, that last little bit of embossing powder. But here's the best bit about this set of stamps, or one large stamp. It comes with a coordinating die. So I can just run this through my die cutting machine and the whole lot die cuts all at once. And I've got a stack of sentiments all at once. I love it. I want to add a coloured sentiment to go with the black and white heat embossed one. So I'm creating my own coloured paper again. Instead of using the bigger ink blending tool, this time I've grabbed one of the life-changing blender brushes. I'm using the Nina. I don't have as much success with these brushes on the Nina, but it doesn't matter because this is going to be a sentiment and the colour will look great once it's die cut, I promise, even though it doesn't look perfect yet. I also did a direct to card technique with the ink pad, and it's actually even though I prefer the blended sentiments, the bright pink one that I did separately like that actually looked better with the images in the end, so I did end up going with those. So now it's time to assemble my cards, and I'm just using my ATG to add some adhesive because, like I said, I do like to work on a separate piece of Nina cardstock for my card fronts. I'm actually adhering the sentiment direct to the front of the card, adding some matte medium to my die cut smile, as well as the tittle at the top of the eye. But I did pop up my owl and the balloon. Now if you want to, you could certainly attach this, because I want it to look like the owl's floating with the balloon, but you could attach this direct to the card front if you wanted to make it a bit flatter for postage. But it is a fairly flat card anyway, it's only really the owl that's popping up. I forgot to mention that scripty font set of words is from the Letterboard Script 2 die set. It's a cute little set, just has 4 words in it, and really versatile set of sentiments. I think it can go with lots of occasions. Alright, my second rainbow now. This is actually stamped direct on some white cardstock. I have cut the panel down because I want to add my frame to the front of it. And I just find that this is easier rather than stamping on the front of the card, because it just gives me lots of options. I can move it around and put the rainbow wherever I wanted. I didn't have to think too far ahead, which really helps. Because I have an idea in my head, I just don't have it set in stone until I start putting things together. Alright, so I did pop one of the sentiments up, added the scripty font sentiment with some matte medium, and I did cut a little bit of the rabbit's body off because I didn't want him sitting too high up off the sentiment, and added one of the little paw images because they are so cute. These peekaboo pals are really cute images. And of course one of the clouds die. I wasn't really sure whether I did or didn't want to add the cloud because I was thinking clouds aren't bad, are they? Unless they're raining, unless you like rain. It's not my favourite thing, but we do need it. But that's my finished cards for today. I hope you've really enjoyed both of these beautiful, fun rainbow cards. And if you did like today's video, please click on the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's always lots of inspiration here. Till next time, bye.